back to another video of Life of Mike. Dollar bag, like my dad used to say and shit. It's just funny, right? And I figured out what the fuck he was explaining over time. I remember when he told me, he kept saying that shit a long time ago and shit, like dollar bag or whatever. I think it's really just a dollar bag of weed. That sounds funny as hell because it technically doesn't exist. It's just nicks, dimes, and nothing lower than a fucking nick. So he'd always say dollar bag and shit. That shit's crazy. Now he got Dollar General recently, so I call it dollar bag. Shit's funny, right? This dude was really saying dollar bag and shit. Hit him up for a dollar bag. The only dude. My dad's the only dude to ever sell a dollar bag of weed. Is that shit crazy? As he supposedly told me a long time ago. I think he was just joking, but basically. Unless he came up with a concept from selling a dollar bag of weed and just hook dude up. You never know. Dollar bag type shit, you know? I think it's a cool concept. Maybe I should make a song called Dollar Bag, right? Oh, fuck. It's a really good track name. If you just make it correctly, it ain't about the track name. It's about the track name and the name and how it's done. It's all crazy rap shit. I don't understand how to make a good lyricist song nowadays, especially in the rap hip hop world, when everybody just it don't make sense and it's not about lyricism no more. So, how do I be a less unique lyrical rapper? So I don't understand how do I do that? And here's what people don't understand. I started accepting mumble rap and horrible rap music as a rap style. It's just that these people that came along, that's just how they rap. Like how I rap, I came along, I understood what this is what I understand about rap music, I guess, and I rapped. Just like those dumb motherfuckers, wherever they're from, learn life a certain way, and that's how they sound. Now, if other person, now here's another thing about how that works. Well, other people do it and all this other stuff. That's because they copy another person. The only person that knows if the person copies another person's style is that person that does it. We don't know that. Either person copies from someone or they'll be original and try to create their own style from outside of what they know is already there. There's no other difference. Either you copy someone or you try to be unique and then kind of similar. You know what I mean? Like Eminem, Voice of 5'9". I like those rappers. Cannabis, Wu-Tang rappers. Especially Kill Army. And all these other fucking rappers I've always listened to, I thought really fucking good at rapping. And it ain't really about them rapping, right? Good. They always use these certain types of words and contexts and things that you hear, and then rhyme with something extremely fucking good that relates exactly to it. So that's what I always try to do with rap. So my point is, dollar bag. Dollar bag and shit. So I filled out my employment. The thing he said, he told me this: if I got the email, I'm hired. I got the email. I filled it out, but that means I still got to do the background check, right? Remember I told you he said the background check comes through. So I'm gonna call the manager later today. I don't know, a few hours. I'm tired. I didn't go to sleep yesterday. When I got up, I was about to go to sleep and wake up around like 2 or 3, but the manager called me. I had to go in for an interview. Then I stayed at my friend's house all day long to eat pizza. So I was too tired to do the stream yesterday. Sorry I didn't get a chance to eat the pizza in front of y'all on the stream and shit. And yeah, dollar bag. I'm just here blazing and shit. About to get hired at Dollar Gen. I would try to attempt to do the shit perfectly, or at least do my job the entire time to where it's not a bunch of fucking stressful, retarded fucking. I'll start to think this. If I really get a job in retail, that it's not going to be consistently like Subway. Here's the thing about Subway. Subway is easy and hard to its own extent. It's not much physical labor, but you have to have extreme amount of mental focus, which I'm already used to doing computer repair because obviously if I got I've finished people fixing their computer within 10 minutes before. One guy he didn't know how to click out of the virus that was on his HTML web browser. I deleted it and resetted it and just installed it again, and that's all I had to do. And do I tell the guy that was just wrong with it and that I don't need to charge him $50? I'm charging him fucking $50 still. I hate to say it. He should be smart enough to do it. I had to do that on one occasion to do computer repair, and I took a dude's money on computer repair before. I just told him I was acting like I was fixing the bitch. I told him $20 down. I showed him my business card. I showed him all the fucking computers in my fucking room and what I'm doing. I pretend to go back to do something while I'm in the fucking room while I'm go to assist him that second. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I really was doing computer repair, but one time I just called the dude. I was like, "Yeah, man, let me put your computer back together." And I kind of like I was looking over it to grab it to go over his information or what I was doing with it, and just pretend to say, "Yeah, uh, here's." And I gave him a choice, so it didn't seem like I was just trying to force the computer back on him and take his money. I can hold the laptop if you want, but this is what happened. I need to get a panel piece, and you got to order it. Unless you need me to order that piece, you got to wait till I get some money so I can order it and put it on. Then I'll charge you for that piece and something extra. Then I'm like, unless you want to pick it up, make the order yourself, and just bring it back to me like a week or two when you get the part. He decided to take his laptop. He never did ask for $20 back because he assumed he called me a lot. I just ignored his ass. It's fucked up, right? Really. I just like that was like 2012. So that's probably why I got locked up for 4 fucking years. You know what I mean? Bad karma. The karmic thing you did doesn't equate with what occurred. It's just funny. I think it's funny how people always say shit like that about how fucking karma works and shit and stuff like that. So I heard a story yesterday that was completely backwards to one of my friends. You know how someone tells you something and you know something's about to happen to this person, and you're 100% sure. And then right before it happens and this whole fucking story happens, and what the fuck just happened? Like, what the fuck? Yo, there's no way. Someone was about to get fucked up, and that person didn't get fucked up for what the reasons were, and they were really good reasons to fuck the person up, and it come to find out was something else that happened, the reason why it seemed like he was a fucked up person do something fucked up. Let's just say that. And I was like, what in the hell, man? That's not what someone supposedly fucking doing something wrong with someone and shit. It really ain't fucking too fucking. Let's just fuck the dude up for it type thing. But he didn't really like do it, if that makes sense. Like the grimy shit he did. I was like, what? So you're saying that the dude, he's cool with you still? I was like, no fucking way, man. But you had this plan to fuck him up for like 2 weeks. Like, dang. Yeah, that's crazy. And the funny thing about everything that happened, he had told dude, and the other dude was just assuming something and about to take action. The other dude actually came to him and was like, look, man, I don't understand what's going on. And he was like, look, these people did these things. I did this. Why the fuck is this shit? And then dude was like, yo, I was literally about to rob this motherfucker. I was like, what? So you're saying he's already about to rob a dude and hasn't fully understood what happens or asked him. I was like, but I asked him that before. Are you sure? He was like, dude, I'm positive. But actually, none of the 100% sure he was when he was telling me that for 2 weeks was real. And this person was literally about to get their gun snatched and fuck you and walk away and shit, basically. Crazy, right? One of my friends, it's like this. One of my friends thought he was talking to his mom when it was actually the other way around. Isn't that fucking crazy? And then the dude's mom had put it as if dude was trying to do it vice versa to turn against dude. And dude actually said it before the moment was about to happen, a dude getting confronted about it and something done to him, because at that point he actually had everything ready, and I asked him all the different specifics. He had a good reason behind everything to why. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's the weirdest story ever, man. Because Glay's mom's like fucking 40 something or some shit, and the guy's like 20 something. So it's kind of like, I thought it was really funny. It's the most backwards story I've ever fucking heard. I was like, what the fuck? No. He's supposed to be the pervert and you're supposed to whip his ass. Not all of a sudden there's the story where your mom deleted messages and actually hitting him up first and he's just trying to make something out of it, you know? And he's got a girlfriend. So it really doesn't make sense because his girlfriend checks his phone. I asked him that too. Doesn't his girlfriend check his phone? And does that not ever get, and I asked, why did your mom never bring it up when it was happening? Why did she wait a month? And I asked him that too, or whatever. And then like she just turned dude against me, and dude didn't know how to approach it, or whatever the fuck. I thought that shit was really fucking funny, dude. It was the most backward story I've ever fucking heard. I'm not gonna say what friend though, but I thought like, what the fuck? Yeah, I just really thought this. Then I started thinking that the person was like, just, I guess out there or some shit. I don't know. Like, if it's like your friend's mom, it's like so fucking different. I mean, I guess I get it. You know, lady like 40 something, once he got his 20 or some shit. But the whole extra thing of trying to make dude seem like he was doing something, probably all came down to she had to just try to cover up anyway. Because at one point, dude was probably just didn't know how to say something or something. It was so fucking stupid, man. Like, so this is the results, everyone, about my job. I filled out a little application thing online and I sent it in. Why the hell did I lose 3 motherfuckers watching? 3 motherfuckers just left. What the fuck? Are y'all retarded? Don't fucking leave. Fuck. Shit's crazy. So I said what's some chick yesterday, right? And I thought she said I said what's good, right? And I think she said I said she looks good. But I said what's good. But so I went back in the store and shit and I was about to stand behind her or like get up close to her, ask her fucking a question. She looked okay. I mean, she wasn't like a female I actually really want to date or marry, but she seemed like a female that I was just gonna tell her to she should walk by at the pharmacist or whatever up here. But she was like really just wanting to get attention and shit. I don't got a new job yet. This is what the manager told me. He wants to hire me, right? It seemed like the more he talked to me, it seemed like I was extremely convincing that I want to do a job. And I asked him the reason why I want the job. It's because it's close by, and that's why I filled out here because I was working somewhere else and he wasn't doing a job. He actually said that the subway he's been at before. I told him it's just too much there. Okay, I was like, I got there, it was good the first month, but everything we got had 4 new people. We had 3 people not do their work and 3 or 4 people to work. It was hard. It's hard, man. And I just didn't want to do it no more. I got a raise right after minimum wage went up, and I'll be starting at 12 if I get if my that's the thing about it. He told me if I get this email, I'm hired. That's my all the shit to fill out for all how to your tax information and shit. It says it's already telling me to get ready for work, but does that mean I'm still doing the background check, or did the background check already clear? That's what I don't understand. And I thought they already got my social security or number and name, so they didn't do that first before the interview. They didn't do it during this process before, because he said when you get this email, contact me. You mean when they gave me the background check clear for me to fill out the form. The form to sign up for the job and tax information, it's already kind of like this shit's basically I screenshotted it. It says get ready for the job basically. But I thought it said something about once this gets finalized, and then it says upon your new fucking job, and then the dude like upranked me or some shit on the little computer. And he said, look, and then what he did is the part where if I do something better in the store, there's a level to where I could be manager at one point. He's like, we just don't leave people behind here. It's like, because one day, he didn't really say that, but one day you could be a manager and we'll get you along just like I'm here, basically. That means if he may go wherever, he probably stay there a long time. But my point is, he said, fuck it, he'll progress people. You just got to be doing your fucking job. Oh, another thing. Oh, just another thing he started doing that he told me he started doing. He's explaining to me like I'm already starting working there. There's different parts of the store everyone's assigned to. If you don't do your side of the store, or this large section that is actually yours, it's your fault. I'm telling you, if it was like that at Subway, my section would always be clean and all the other people, 5, 6 other people would be fired. If that manager at the fucking Subway did it to where people did the tables and chairs and then to clean for 3 hours and then the person starts working and then another person be assigned to something specific, then she could keep track of what's getting done. But when it's everybody trying to get everything done, there's never no way to wait both situations. And then both people are going to say, well, she didn't do it, while both people are trying to seem like they're doing work or just doing the sandwiches, which people always do or find something to do. I'm starting to feel the chick LA. Remember the chick that was in my live stream named Curly fucking Samurai? I'm starting to think she's a psycho. She's got my YouTube channel, actually, this YouTube channel. Do I think she thinks she's a psycho? She knows it. I think she is. Because she was the only one that seemed like and not give me clear information about anything, but tell me things directly. So that means I'm hired. That's what I was thinking. I'm ready for another week or two of just sleep. So I talked chick the other night, right? And I don't want to talk to a female, and I'm not really clingy. It may seem that way because you have to go talk to her and be cool. If it takes me a lifetime to prove I'm not clingy, I can do it, but I'm not. I'm not. That doesn't make fucking sense. There's no such thing as a magician in love when it comes to black magic or all that shit. But then again, that's just like one side aspect of life. Where I'm going to stop it, no, I don't want to fucking talk. I don't feel like fucking talking. I'm struggling. I was like, I live in a fucking shed, okay? I don't fucking feel like talking just because you want to hang out or fucking. You now want to not live where you want to live because you started talking to me. Live where you're going to fucking live. Live somewhere else. You say you're working, you can obviously move where you're at. So what's the problem? I'm fucking confused. I'm lost. I told her that. I'm confused a lot. I understand what the fuck you're saying. I don't feel like talking to no one right now. I lost interest. I don't fucking care. I may talk to her. I was like, hit me in like 6 months when you got whatever the fuck you're going through now that randomly you started saying you got problems with, fixed, I guess. I'll sleep this shit out. Nelson. I say Timothy Nelson. I was about to say Teltson because it was like I'm saying both names together. Teltson. That's your name, Timothy Nelson. Teltson. Dollar bag. Dollar General. Dollar bag. Maybe that's what I should call it, like, right, or some shit, right? Dollar bag. Dollar General. Baller. I told the dude whenever I was like, but I'm used to getting up at 10. Probably I don't know, early morning when he needs it, and maybe just like noon to closing or 2 or 3 to closing, and closing's 9 or 10. That the Subway. This is another thing. There was a COVID-19 lockdown at Subway where we shut down. We only closed the store like an hour or two before or some shit, and they or and open up 2 or 3 hours later. Then they started doing that. That's another thing about it. The now store's going to be up. So we can't manage the store opening 3 hours late and an hour early. So I mean, we definitely can't do it if it's not going to be that hard. I think if I could did Subway, I can do fucking Dollar General. It's generally all the same shit, you know. Subway was if I can memorize all that shit in Subway, and I still got it all memorized nearly. I even know how to do the bread. I finally learned how to do the fucking bread. My fucking my I did my cousin Kenny works there and his girlfriend at Subway, and I was working with his girlfriend and shit, and she did not know how to do fucking bread. I didn't know how to do the fucking bread to do the shit. Yeah, Telson, like Delson, Telson, Telson and shit. What's up, Telson? You get some of that Telson, or your name should be Telson. Nah, Telson. Telson's good. Yo, bro, you can handle lunch and dinner rushes it. That's what I'm starting to think. I'm starting to think it's not as all every second until I go. You get what I mean? Every second. I mean, yeah, you get 20 minutes one time, or not be an hour of work, and you just got to go back and clean or something. Because I can't get back to clean when it's time for me to go. I don't see how the manager and people think that. But the next shift will clean and do these things. Why they gotta say doing this shift? Then she might as well say you got to stay an hour or two to finish what you got to do so you can go home. Even though the person's probably already made something to do after they so supposed to be off work, because that's what the schedule is. If they had it where it's a digital schedule and it's finalized as that's supposed to happen, she writes it out and then it's whatever's in the computer. I didn't like that. Maybe at Dollar General would be a better fucking system. Because when I clock in that shit, I'm fucking dollar bag and shit. Baller bag. I don't feel like thinking right now. I got some fucking protein mix right here getting ready for this work shit. It'd be perfect because it's got EBT approved again. So that means I'm getting like 200 to 250 a month in EBT and $50 credit in the middle of the month for COVID-19 relief. So that means I'm gonna have $300 for food every fucking month, and I'm gonna be saving that shit and eating whatever I can. And I gotta start eating healthy instead of just pizzas and fucking hamburgers and fucking pizzas and shit. Like I eat, I'm just like Pac-Man or some shit. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I got food and shit. All that's ready, so I keep all my money I work for, which will help me. So one day I don't have to have fucking food stamps or fucking get help there. That's what I'm trying to do. I don't give a fuck about really not spending my money on food because I have. Actually, when I fucking was on probation, before all that COVID-19, all those things, you had to work to get food stamps. Now they give it to anybody under a certain income level because everybody's struggling trying to get out of COVID-19 fucking desperation, which is really good. It really is. It's like everybody can get fucking EBT under a certain amount. And as long as you're under that amount, you get it regardless. Like, oh, that's cool. And then if you get that, you get fucking. It says 12. If I start at 12 and I'm 75% above, I literally raped Subway. I hate to say that. I like kicked out like someone in a 4-seated chair. And if you just go over and kick that fucking leg of that chair and shit, it's just gonna go like this and shit. I think that when I left, it caused one person in its karmic thing at Subway lose their job. Think about it, man. Think about the days they had to put two people together. That the manager always avoids that. That's why she's like, and then some days it's like me, the manager, and two people that can't get it done or just learning or don't want to do their work. And the just learning people are kind of like similar to the people that don't want to do their work, but they're really doing their work. So I really kind of like them. One of the younger buddies that seemed they're pretty cool. I really was trying to convince them to do something with stuff in life. Not by telling them to do something, but telling them to like, I do these things, man. I plan on always having a job and doing this, this, and this. And it seemed to like I seemed extremely convincing to make a person want to do shit I like doing and work the rest of his life. Instead of it be like, that's nothing about it. I'm not saying those people are lazy. These people actually go to work. They go to work, but it shows more about how you are lazy, I guess, when you have a job because I guess some people really don't want to work and shit. I want to work more. I'll even want to work it in none of these fucking places. I'd rather work somewhere and someone explain to me how to do this fucking nuclear. Like if I had to go to a nuclear place and go there to learn what the fuck they're doing, if they just explain it to me, I'm like, I understand that this fundamental and this number and you got to change this arithmetic and this fucking thing and we got to calculate this for this energy whatever output for this function. I'm not stupid with reality, even if it comes down to nuclear physics. I've even thought about doing nuclear physics just in jail, going over what shit pays $100,000 a year. There's one dude that works at a nuclear reactor, right? This dude was giving away $2 million. He's like, hey, I found $2 million of shit, which he probably worked 20 years in nuclear, 30, and this motherfucker was like, and he was like my friend on Facebook. When did he say he was giving away money and shit? I didn't ask him. I was like, yo, I'm disabled. Can you help me? And I felt like that was too fucking much. I like, you just need to say he's giving away fucking money to charity. Who should he donate it to? Because he does nuclear. And I talked to him one day. He was in a bunch of conspiracy shit, and I really like fucking talking to him. He seemed confused on what I was trying to explain to him. But some nuclear motherfucker and shit. This is one of my sayings. These motherfuckers got to drink a nuclear. Like nuclear bombs went off at shit at one point in like Hiroshima, Nagasaki. You don't think that radiation went into our water at one point? We're drinking microscopic fucking nuclear waste somewhere down the line. I mean, yeah, there's filtration and checking, but some part of the energy of that nuclear, we're drinking fucking nuclear, man. Fuck, I'm telling you. I hope I got this fucking job. These motherfuckers got to just drinking nuclear, man. Oh yeah, it is, and it was easy. I thought it was easy, but not to the point to where I got to get it all done and then probably stay to fucking clean because there's a cleaning list and that's got to be done every day or it must is at least as much as it needs to be done every day or every other day because after the second day or the first day it don't get done, the second day it's got to be done so it stays clean for the next day. And the consistency ain't there to keep it clean just to clean it once every few days, if that makes sense. It's got to start being cleaned perfectly. Like I just I told the manager, I was like, the proofer in the oven, we was never told that. I thought that had to be done later, and she never told anybody to do that. Like it was like And I think this manager, I made him a sub one day. I know that sounds funny, but I don't really recall people. Then I really looked at him, and I think maybe I just remember him from going into this Dollar General. He seen me come in there before and shit, buy shit. I'll be in there all fucking time and shit. Like, buying shit. Pocketing shit. I'm just kidding, pocketing shit. Just a joke. Just a joke. I'm down shit. Damn, motherfuckers are grabbing their phone and shit, shuffling for the fucking police. Oh, y'all think y'all got the power to try to call the police on me while fucking watching my YouTube channel and shit? Stream that shit into them. Fuck it. You know? Took a dollar bag from Dollar General. How about that? What's a dollar bag? What's a dollar bag? What the fuck's this motherfucker talking about? Took a dollar bag. That's what I took. Sold that shit. Dollar bag. Dollar bag. So the new saying and phrase today to use is dollar bag. If you're one of the people that are party animal and shit, like my friend's dad that looks completely crazy and psychotic. Remember how like, yo, the Wild Mike pizza shit? Yo, this dude's dad's really fucking funny, man. He's like a dude, he does TikTok and shit, right? But if you put more of his creativity in it, how he does it, I think he'd be famous on YouTube, man. A lot of people already made those personalities on fucking YouTube. And he looks like Beetlejuice and shit. See how crazy he looks, man? Shit's deranged, right? I gotta shave the fuck up, man. I don't know why I didn't shave before fucking thing. Oh, it's because of the razor thing. I gotta go to fucking Dollar Tree and get some fucking Dollar Tree razors. If I could do shit like this in jail with a gel razor, bitch, that dull shit. I mean, it dulls really quickly. I hate to say it, and get it done, man. I could definitely use a pack of Dollar Tree razors, and they're like decent. You know, they're good. They're not as they're bad compared to the real ones. You spend more money on, of course, but gel ones are like worse or just about right below the Dollar Tree brands because they got to supply a lot of them to inmates, not package 5 good ones for $1.25 or $2 at a fucking store, you know, where it actually does something constructive. It takes me about this would take me 3 razors to fucking get off if I fucking have to go get razors and shit. Dollar Tree razors. One would get it fucking clean decent. Throw that fuck away. That's what I gotta do. I gotta shave just in case I'm hired. So I took $3,000 from Subway, made more money out of Subway with that money, and then Dollar General should get it where I need to fucking. The EBT card and shit. Still got about $40. I got $40. I got money and shit. I got money to go to fucking Virginia Beach, chill, go out fucking do whatever the fuck, smoke weed and come back. But it'd be all the money, you know. The Clippers here are fucking jammed from Jams TV actually. I guess that's why his fucking YouTube channel Jams TV, Jam fucking Razor. It's his razor, so I mean it's like a good razor and shit. But he's had that shit for like a few months. Somehow it just got jammed or whatever the fuck. And then if it sits and someone don't clean it out, I don't clean it fucking out. I usually let it run and like brush it and blow it out, and then like run it and brush it out, kinda. And other than that, I don't fuck. It's not mine. I just use the shit, you know. But the shit's jammed, and I don't feel like fucking using it. I gotta go get razor. So, or I would do it, you know, and then I'll use a razor to fucking finally get every bit of it off, which is crazy. Back when I had my first mustache, I never wanted to shave it. It was really weird. My girl said I need to start shaving. I thought she was trying to be pressuring me, but she's actually, yeah, if I start shaving, it'll come back thicker. Dollar bag, dollar bag, dollar bag, dollar bag's the hustle and shit. My dad's the only dude to sell a dollar bag of weed and look out and shit. You ever heard that one? There's some real shit he used to say, or unless he was just joking. Does that make sense? Because back then I didn't smoke weed. I was just a kid, and I was like 14, 13 when I had the Dreamcast, and he always come in the house saying, Or he'd be like in the party mode shit saying dollar bag and shit after he hung out with his friends and shit. We're like redneck as fuck. Back then, my dad banged this other dude's girlfriend or whatever the fuck. This other guy, I was like, what the fuck? It's just crazy. Just nuts. Everybody knows my dad. So my friend went to the alcohol store yesterday, right? And my dad was there, and they got in some altercation with some Mexican people. My dad stays with a Mexican and a black woman, and some Mexican people. He was like, "Fuck you, motherfucker!" And my dad started saying all this other shit, right? He's like, "Yo, your dad's fucking intense." He's like, "I don't give a fuck. I fight better when I'm drunk." That's what he said. My dad said. This dude's 60. I didn't think my dad was really still trying to have bar fights and shit at 60. How the hell? I've been drinking like 2 weeks, and I don't really drink, you know. And I was just thinking that maybe it'll be a few months or a year, 5 years, I'll drink again. I'm really focused on that. I'm focusing on fucking. I thought it was funny that my friend seen my dad yesterday at the fucking alcohol store because he drinks like fucking crazy, man. He really likes fucking drinking, like too fucking much. I drink them because it's like kind of fun, and I really like drinking because my mental capacity and what I like thinking and feeling gets all fucking scrambled and shit. Kinda. Dollar bag, dollar bag, bit by bit, Bob. It's fucking funny, man. I never get this shit. I usually make my stomach and shit heal by natural means. But sometimes I needed this shit and never had it. This was like the first time, second or third time I've ever bought this shit in my life. Pepto generic. Actually, Dollar General. I think I got this at the Dollar General. I fucking got hired at. I got a few days ago, a week ago, or some shit. Go to your spin shit. EBT card, bro. Give this guy a job, man. I'm gonna get EBT and shit. I had my ID in my hand the whole time too. So just in case I have to show it or you make a copy, you never know. So me having my ID in my hand, I showed dude's hand. He had a good feeling about me. So pre-employment application, it asked me every fucking type of question. The email just said when you show to work. I mean, unless it says until this is Pines finalized or approved or whatever that means. Let me read it. I can't because it's on the same phone. Actually, I got my email on my other phone right here. Dollar bag. So I'll make a rap track. I'll use dollar bag as like a concept or some shit in my rap. Make it sound cool and shit. I started thinking when I grew up, my dad was like the kind of person to be cool in his own way, if that makes sense. 'Cause a lot of people like my dad, even though I'm not saying he's lame or nothing, but people like who he is. But I'm not saying I don't like who he is because he's really fucking funny. But I've become stagnant with certain types of humor, if that makes sense. And then that's with all regards to a lot of different things. He asked me, do I have emotions of steel or something? Because he talks a lot of different things of how he feels. I'm listening to him, but I'm not. I care about him and shit. It's just that I can feel but so bad, but so much. If we're talking about something I'm losing my mom or some shit a long time ago or something, even though it would seem emotional, I'm just he I don't we wasn't even on the top of that when he asked me that. He was just like, "You got emotions still or something?" Like, I guess, man. You know, like this. I got robbed by a dude in fucking where he's from, right? And I was gonna go fuck this dude up, but I can't go to jail. I'm the type of person to go to jail again. I can't go to jail again, so I just let it go. Gotta let it go. Nothing else for me to do. I would go do something if that makes sense. And I actually gave the guy the money. I was like, "Look, man, here I don't fucking." I was resisting like for like fucking 20 minutes, trying to talk myself out of fucking this dude robbing me, right? That sounds funny, right? So and I just gave the guy the money. He fucking like snatched it from me after I was actually just gonna give it to him. And that sounds fucking funny because I try to word it in such a way that in reality I'm giving you the money, and he actually just took it because he actually just wanted to take it. Why can't he just agreed for me to give him the money and look out? He's fucking stupid. That's fucking crazy, right? And I have to do that. And I felt like they were gonna jump me because he was with someone. and shit. So my point is, my dad asked me about that, right? I told him I'm a nice guy, and I didn't mean that I'm actually a nice guy because I am. But I'm a nice guy as in I'm not gonna go fucking do something because maybe he didn't understand what the fuck I was saying, and he seemed kind of thought about it. Like how my dad was talking about fucking all this other shit. And I told him we can't talk about certain things, and we never had a topic of fucking anything that we can't discuss on fucking YouTube. Or we can, and just people get offended. That's what it is. You know, anything actually. You talk about a lot of different crazy shit on YouTube, and you would think that can't be on there. And then when you see the guideline and the law on YouTube and freedom of speech, you'd probably be like, oh, yeah, that's right. People can even start hate channels on YouTube. You just, there's a specific way to do it. Fucked up though, but it's a thing. You can say whatever you want. I've said a lot of shit about how I fucking feel about all different things. But it's like this. People can say what they want about everything, right? You can on the internet all you want. But internet's not even what it's about. The internet's just one thing that came along in humanity. I know what everything is in humanity. Everybody's forgetting what everything is due to social media. Social media is a substitute for us to memorize every fucking thing there is fucking to everything. So that's what I think the internet is, you know. Everybody get to know everyone to do everything. But you can't let the internet control you. I let the internet control me. I think my personality wouldn't be my personality if I didn't have the internet. I hate to say that. I probably came out some other person if I didn't have the internet. Because every person that didn't have the internet growing up and shit came out and not have enough information about certain things. Like my friend Dustin, the dude that had worries about spam and females and all this other shit, never had a real girlfriend. He's never had the internet. If he had the internet, he'd be a cool fucking person. I don't give a fuck, man. I drowned myself in the fucking internet before. When my dad first got me, rented me a computer. I put three chairs together so I could sleep right there like it's a little couch. And slept on that shit. He was like, this dude, my dad told everybody, it was like, he slept in the chair. And I was on Rent a Center internet and shit. They had like a little internet service. And yeah, fucking dollar bag. I'm gonna get this Dollar General job. I told the manager in a text message that to stop saying that I said something racist as sexual harassment because that's not what the phrase means. I said I get it. I understand why you would think that means that, but if you look down to the context of the word, it doesn't actually mean that. If that makes sense. Fucking stupid. Because then you got to put a substitute definition, and then it's got to read out as this definition. If you get offended that way, I think you're just making a wrong interpretation, and it ain't about your opinion at that point. Because then what the fuck are you interpreting, right? That's one thing about I don't give a fuck. I don't care about people's fucking opinion. You got a substance there saying and repeating itself on and reset on the third dimension the entire fucking time of what it is, and you're still every second going to say it's not what it is. Unless you're a person like me to think you can just think and fucking reality fucking just changes, right? I hope so. That's what Dollar General's supposed to do. Invest all this fucking money. Crypto mining shit. I'm gonna try to be a crypto millionaire. I'm taking a millionaire challenge. Just a millionaire challenge, everyone. I'm gonna take the crypto challenge. I'm the crypto of Oz, right? Maybe I should start a YouTube channel called the Crypto of Oz, right? I always like giving people ideas so if they actually go and do it, they're forever, their idea behind it's from me. And I'll live under that energy structure the entire time they think and manifested it because it was my idea first. You thought of it like that and shit? Yeah. So, dollar bag, hit me up from dollar bags and shit. I'm kidding. My dad used to say it a different way. I really can't explain it. Say it like he did. Said dollar bag, and then he would say something else, and it would sound convincing. Not me. I sound really not convincing when I say it because after he's explaining something philosophically, then he'll say dollar bag if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Because that's the conclusion to your hustle. I'm telling you, shit gets elaborate, man. Maybe I should ask him about it on fucking live next time. And one of his favorite songs when he goes really fucking crazy over is "Wanna Be a Baller." You know that song, "Wanna Be a Baller," shot collar, that shit. I think they both probably would have jumped you. $20. The guy actually just wanted $20 though. It was just this dude's just he don't really had an education. My dad even told him he's retarded. The guy actually lived with my dad that robbed me. That's crazy, right? And I would just the guy he just got out of jail, and he told me right beforehand, I ain't trying to go back to jail. And I can tell by the way he was talking, he's about to take something, and he knows that he's about to go to jail. And the dude's been in jail his entire fucking life, man. He's GD. He was a gangster disciple, but I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. And it's the fact that I would go do something, and I still have thought about it. It bothered me like 3 weeks ago again for some reason, and I was fucking like 7 months ago. And at one point, the odds are against you in life. I'm not. I know say I could do all these things, but I'm not physically, mentally, or emotionally, spiritually prepared to teleport away or fucking bilocate or fucking call some fucking illusional reality where I'm gone or some shit. It's not possible at that moment in time because all my attention span is drained by another person. If I could just would left or fucking avoided him, then he would have called me again another day, and he told me that also. But he said that after, oh, yes, I did. I spit in his mom's face. That's what happened a long time ago while he was in jail, and he never addressed it. He's like, "Look, man, you got to look out for me since I never said nothing in the past 10 years that it happened ago, right?" And his mom, my dad lives with these people, right? And they're fucking what is it? The lady smoked crack with my dad, and then my dad started living with her. So I spit in the bitch's face when she came here in like 2011, 2012 or some shit, right? And so that's the reason why he robbed me. So they're really not like I just randomly got robbed, you know. He had a reason, and I kind of just swayed with his reason, and then I kind of just didn't want to give him shit because he wanted to know the reason why, but really he just used it to rob me. So basically, you can say that he doesn't really give a fuck that I spit in his mom's face because this is stepmom, but his dad's wife. You get what I mean? Because dad, he's a mixed dude, but he'll never. My dad told him one day, he's like, "My son's got more shit than you," and this dude's living with my dad, and my dad lives in a shack, kind of like a house. He's got like this little house he lives in, and it's like, and then the Mexican dude built a fucking addition to it in their yard. It's fucking cool. It's a real fucking place to stay. I was like, how the fuck do you make this shit? It's never made this shit out of the wood that you would think that's like the wood that it's not supposed to be carved that way at the store. It's like he somehow got some special fucking wood, or they stained it or some shit and sanded it down, some shit like that. He built this fucking thing, and then he's got like a little house thing he goes into. Sounds ghetto as fuck, doesn't it? He likes living there and shit. He got enough space and room. I don't even like being in that motherfucker because they got these rubber fucking things on the ground. That shit made my fucking legs hurt so goddamn bad being that shit, you know? A lot of people don't understand that certain things you walk on carpet and things and under it can cause fucking your hips and knees to hurt. Maybe you got to change out your entire fucking what you're wearing and what you're walking on for the majority of your fucking day. That's extremely critical when you start getting older. People don't factor fucking what you're standing on and walking. You just kind of count your shoes. And just, you always got to walk barefoot too to stretch your fucking legs out and shit. The bottom of your feet stretching. That's a stretch right there in itself. Yeah. Another thing that happened was how can I say this? I'm gonna try the best way to word this. A guy I know, let's just say a guy I know, right? That I just recently started hanging out with after so many years. Let's just say that. And this chick, I got her number, right? Because chick need to call dude through my phone, right? So at one point, he has to talk to her, and I get my phone back and shit, right? And she calls it back for dude, and I'm like, I was like, you're not gonna ask for me. I was like, I'm okay. I'm gonna hang up, and you gotta call me back, and you gotta ask for me. It's like, are you about to hang up? I'm like, yes. So I hung up, and she called me back. Is that fucking crazy? And we did not talk about nothing else but whatever we were talking about. Some chick in her fucking 20s. Not really chick I really actually want to hook up with. You guys that make sense? I guess it's like a just something I wanted to do, you know. I guess. Is that fucking crazy? Is that grime? Is that grimy? Left for dead. Fuck them, leave them. Left for dead. I said some shit like Left for Dead. I made a bar with Left for Dead before. Fuck them, leave them. Left for Dead. I was talking about my girlfriend back in 2012. Fuck them. They should take everything I say on social media seriously. I'm talking about something actually completely different, ain't even about her or just how I feel about fucking life. And she always took that shit serious. I think everybody does. But look, uh, she was like, what is it? Left for Dead. It's something rhyme with Left for Dead. Something, something. I got to head. I said something was really funny or something like that. I really can't say, but it had a good constructive rhyme to it. Something head, and I fuck them, leave them, Left for Dead. I think I still got that. I posted that on my fucking other fucking Facebook. My other Facebook got banned, and when I had some like 2008 when I got off the internet. That's why I never used it until like 2000 into 2010 for the first time. Social media motherfuckers. People that do that shit are the most judgmental fucking people there possibly is in goddamn eternity. That shit's dumb as fuck. That's like the first rule to adulthood and everything I learned from school and my entire life. The guys and females, that's like the judgment of who you are and the first impression is the first thing in real life. The whole internet thing, people place there, you can't do that or you violate all those fucks ever and you're violating like everything. Well, I guess people can think that way. That's why when I say whatever to people on the internet, I still got one chance to be a person with them. Now, if I'm not a chance. They met me on social media. They start to become mentally insane at that point. If that makes sense, doesn't make sense. You've never met me. It's just internet. You know, maybe we're gonna maybe think I'm someone different in this fucking YouTube shit, right? I started thinking my YouTube personality, who I am when doing YouTube, and who I am in real life. There's similarities there. It is who I am, but I express myself kind of more on YouTube, but I usually don't do. So I guess it is still me, right? Dollar bag. What's up, Trenda? What's good? I seen a picture of you and shit. I saved them all. I saved every single picture of you ever. And then I told the chick before she goes to sleep she has to call me back. And we're not even talking like that. It was like I just called her for the first time. Or she called me or whatever. I was like, yo, I don't feel like fucking talking. I should say that. I really actually don't feel like talking to no one and shit. Not not since I messaged you the first time. I was kidding. I didn't save all your pictures. That was just a joke. Why would I save them? They're already saved to Facebook. The only way I can't get to the save space on Facebook if the internet goes down. Then I don't have all your pictures on Facebook anymore. How's my day? My day is good. Hopefully, I get a job at Dollar General. If you just came in, he said if I get this application form, he wants to hire me. That means I'm fucking hired, man. I'm really starting to think I'm fucking hired. If unless no, I stopped doing Subway fucking a long time ago. Get more subs. I mean, subs for my YouTube channel and shit. Making bacon and eggs. I got it in one of my raps. I wake up shaking and bacon and eggs in the kitchen where I'm flipping clean weight. I really like that rap. I'm gonna do this rap, even though I fucking would do the rap again at one point. What is it? I can't remember the beginning of it. My mind just went fucking blank. Every time I try to go back to the beginning of the verse again, it's like we hit it off like T-ball dog, a bitch and he, a straight streak, a stroke deep. I mean a fiend, she means business. Nah, I mean gangster rap. Not free, but give it up for nothing. Swing by asking she free. Pull over and give a trick or treat. Bitch in a mean mug that drug her through the street. Passing by, sleep, wake up shaking and bacon and eggs in the kitchen where I'm flipping clean weight. She's faded for some reason. Ketamine a blender sent her to the sweet relax and the lean half her collapsing in dreams. I'm sleep moving, showing a geek seems to speak fluent English in the next room for me. It's just funny as fuck, man. Any nonsense, I'll drop this somewhere where they seem to can't find a lead if a case I beat through under the sheets. Trap rap stacking a G. I didn't deliver with no fucking effort there. I just really wanted to do the rap without actually rapping it how I really need to rap it. I'm gonna save that for a good fucking what is it to do when I need to do a rap verse. I got a lot of crazy fucking raps. So that's what making bacon and eggs is. I really wasn't trying to do that rap. It just that's what it reminded me of. I put that in my rap. Kept shaking and bacon and eggs. Bacon like bacon. Talking about like coking drugs and shit. Gangster rap shit. Fabricated shit. Make people believe shit that ain't fucking existing. White people could be listening to these trap motherfuckers and they're never even did none of that shit. Like these motherfuckers are just you're just fucking talking stupid. And that's the thing about some of these rappers. They're really just motherfucker in a room making music, and they never have no experience behind none of the shit they're talking about. Like, and I mean that by the realness of trapping and making rap trap music. You know, what shaking bacon. You're making me want to eat some bacon and eggs and shit, and grits. I need to find some fucking food to gobble down. You're making me fucking hungry. I gotta get this fucking hair off. I got money. I made $40 on this fucking app. This app sent me fucking about $20 that I didn't know I had. Like it finally sent it to me. I thought that was I already had got that. I knew I was wondering where the fuck was the other $20. Isn't that crazy? So I got like 40. Oh, money making apps. Let me tell you how much money I make off money making apps. What you don't think is fucking real. You activate that shit with 3 or 4 different numbers, because then it's a different account and on the same internet, which is permittable. And then you get a bonus for starting, and then they let you allow you to get $5 so you always use the app, but they slow it down slowly after a long time. Because the one on this app I've had fucking on this phone, and this app on this phone it took so long for it to slow down and make money on this one, like literally like 6 months for it to slow down. The first month or two, it's fast. Or week, I mean, first few weeks, especially the first few days, and then the first 2 weeks it gets slower and slower. They like shit calibrated, right? I made about $130 in like 2 weeks or some shit. Plus, got into 60. I have money on the Ethereum blockchain on fucking my MetaMask. It's like $80 or 80 SG, and I can't switch it off that Ethereum blockchain because I got to pay a gas fee, and I would have $80 or at least 50 or 60 if I could switch it because I got to pay a Ethereum gas fee, which I put 15 on there, and there's 5 up there or 10. and I don't got enough to pay the transaction and set the gas limit high enough to switch off Ethereum blockchain and switch it to my Coinbase and convert it to another cryptocurrency so I can sell that bitch in real money in real life. I learned how to I figured out how all that shit works finally without it being a struggle. Honestly, it was mentally fucking frustrating to understand fucking cryptocurrency and crypto mining. It's a mental. I did not want to read none of that shit. And I noticed at one point the videos cannot give you what you want and you have questions for. You have to read for that shit. And people do different learning nowadays. Could I learn Bitcoin from outside of YouTube? It, I would have to encounter it, and I don't think I'd ever started it in any regard. Because at first I thought it was fucking a scam. Is it a scam? Yes and no, if that makes sense. Because I could tell you why it's real and then why it's not. Or it's really not real. It's functioning of it what it is, and it's everything the way it works is exactly the way it works. There's no scam to it because you agree to do these things or you don't. So how's it a scam? You're just choosing to participate in something they're doing, and then you do it because it's legal. Unless it's illegal somewhere where cryptocurrency, all of cryptocurrency is illegal. You can't even just buy it, and it's illegal to try to access to the internet too. No, you know what I mean shit like that. So dollar bag and shit, and get ready for Dollar General. Be making them dollar bags from Dollar General. If I start off with 12 and get a better job, and it's not mentally frustrating like Subway, unless I just took Subway too serious, you know. I don't disrespect no one, but I am and shit, you know, for real. I guess if y'all probably lived my life, you're probably like, okay, I see why you're the guy you are and shit or whatever. And then I really started thinking everybody lives other lives, and then that means they have perception of shit completely different and feel completely different about everything, and their whole construct of everything is completely fucking different. So that means are we perceiving the same fucking things when you're standing next to me, even though we're looking at the same things and we're talking to me and I'm hearing you and they're talking to me, right? Isn't that crazy? Shit's nuts, man. It's all good, dude. I'm probably gonna buy some weed to get ready for this job. I think I gotta go get a black dress shirt. Fuck! What the fuck is going on, man? It, unless the dude just sent me the email and skipped the background check. I don't give a fuck. There's always a way around shit. I don't give a fuck what no one says. If they want to hire you and do it without a background check, they can physically do it. I don't give a fuck. They could probably do it all by paper to the corporation and not even do it through the computer in this old method, and it still fucking work. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. He said he would even call the main boss and be like, "Look, I need these person because I need this." He's like, "Look, if I need you and you got to come in and you got to come in, man, I don't want to worry about if he's coming in or not." And I told him, "You know how many times I saved that Subway?" I went in, meaning I still come to my job and there was no one else there. That's what happened. Meaning other people don't show, but I'm always showing. There was just no way that I just did. Oh yeah, that's another thing I noticed. I never just didn't no show. I didn't no show. The time I quit at Subway, I no showed. If I got fired for it, I wouldn't give a fuck. Is that bad? You get like, there's not like somewhere they do a background check and it says he got fired. No, that's just a concept. Or there's actually an action that they got terminated or something, and I can't recover from it. I guess there is a thing they can look up with that. The Better Business Bureau and all this other shit's got shit. And whatever they function, everything in this whole fucking its structure. That's what I'm talking about, man. I'm going to start using terminology. I hope you use it correctly. But I'm pretty sure the Better Business Bureau has some connection between all those different things and making sure all that shit's aligned perfectly. That's my point. Or it wouldn't exist that way for that. So the point is, fuck them. We bad boy killers, killers like Tupac and shit. Fuck them. We the realest. Fuck them. We bad boy killers, killers. Something like that, in whatever order he says it in. Let me tell you who Tupac is to me, in an abstract way. I'm dying. Oh man. So gotta go to work. Gotta go to work. Fucking like underground pants numb, whatever the fuck. Not underground pants numb. What are they called? Underpants numb. That's what they're called. Not underground. Underpants. Why will call them underground fucking underground underpants numbs. So they brought back Kenny again after so many times in South Park. No goddamn way, man. I thought that recently. I was like, what if they? No, they can't. They got rid of Kenny completely, like for years, like almost 10 years or some shit. I don't give a fuck what no one says. He was gone for a while, like a while type shit. Like 8 or 9 years. Like it was a long time. And this motherfucker came back. Like, what the fuck? So that means that he always died in every episode. They got rid of him for some time. He came back and then he didn't come back for a long goddamn time. And he's back again as if all the other times he didn't show back up, it was all this part of where he actually came back like he used to. Like, what the fuck? No way. I had to just catch up on that shit. It's like they surprised us with them again or some shit. Or fucking some shit like that. I never really liked Kenny though, as much as everybody else liked Kenny. I just liked how the show was set up, but Kenny was like the only reason why Kenny was fucking who he was is because the kids in school would always be like, fucking fuck you Kenny would always die in every episode. So I didn't want to start South Park until the kids recommended me watch it on Comedy Central, and they were like, here's the crazy thing about it. It's a bad experience with watching South Park for the first time. Because when I was younger, and the episode that came on when I checked TV Guide and checked Comedy Central, TV Guide channel, it said South Park, but it was a special episode of the Canadians and Saddam Hussein episode. And I thought it was the most boring, crazy, as stupid as shit ever, right? And it made me not like South Park. I was like, I hate this shit. This is so fucking stupid. So I believe that anybody that watched that for the first time had a really bad experience as of their first time watching South Park. And I couldn't understand it. I was like, why is this something what it is? Now, if I would have watched South Park for the first time and it not be that special where it's completely different, my favorite crypto is SG Social Good crypto. I like BAT crypto, Basic Attention Token crypto. That always goes down to like 50 or 60 or 70. It's up at like $1. If it ever drops, buy that shit. You always get if you buy like 100 of it, I'm telling you, you get money quicker to sell out it when it drops higher. Some shit you should require to take your money off that shit. Um, the only thing I don't like about crypto is people leaving their crypto projects. But I don't see why they would want to leave their crypto projects, pursue something different when they can always keep it there to have some shit. Social Good Attention Token, they froze all the fucking ways of withdrawal right now because people are really making fraudulent accounts and they're probably going to implement a KYC fuck identification verification for that, so people can't scam social good anymore. And which I was using it, I wasn't abusively using it. I verified everything with my credit card and buying the products, and I've barely received any money back from them. So there's no way I'm already in the lines of violating them. I just started using that shit. Just starting where they approved it and it goes to green. You get that crypto to use and spend as your money. I goddamn have like $2,300 on that shit. And 300 of it I won't get because of the referral bonus and all this other shit. So 300 subtract, that's $2,000. And then I'll get 500 on 1.500 will be released. I already got 160 of it on 160 of it in cash on the app. Then I can withdraw. The withdrawals are frozen right now. I'll get 300 by another mining graphics card and shit. That's another fucking anywhere from 60 to 70 cents a day right now where the market's at. Then when the other so basically that money before I get my other job, I'm still gonna be making money off Subway basically forever. So basically I made myself make a lot of money off Subway for the longest time. So when I basically took money from them, I actually did everything I could to squeeze every dollar out of the money that I made doing Subway. Like I never wasted none of it. All the money that everybody, to my cousin and them were going to work for the next 3 months, they're not even going to have nothing to show for none of that shit. Like, dude, you just blow that shit in the fucking wind, man. Throw that shit out the window, man. What the fuck? Let me buy you a Snickers bar, dude. What the fuck, man? Here, hungry? Why wait? Lost fucking your money, man. I told him, man. I told him in the future, I said, I said if you invest his money a certain way, you can fucking. I said, I'm not really doing people's money. If you want me to help you, yes. If I set you up and you got to make a lot of money, look out for me or some shit. That's really my point. I actually told him that. I was like, but you got to get something going for you so we can. When I get far, you get far too. I told people you get real far shit. I got my mining friend coming shit too. Mining motherboard shit. I'm gonna show you my mining motherboard. So basically, mining motherboard. It's very simple. Graphics cards go there, right? There's your CPU, basic CPU. Don't need to be too powerful. Um, VGA, 4 USBs, Ethernet. Just need to plug up HDMI port. Honeycomb power connector to the power supply. I don't know what these fucking yeah power supply slots for power for the PCI expansions, and then I gotta get splitters. So damn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and all they did was just make more on the board and line all the information up, and then you got fucking uh, CMOS battery right there. Get a battery for that, and then system fan right there. Just plug that bitch up. Um, Power switch on the side. Built-in power switch. Damn, that's hot. Didn't know that. I think that's a also plug-in relay switch just in case you have your onboard goes down. If I'm correct. Yeah, and it's got the clip to change out how it boots right there and shit. Nerd shit, RAM slot, SATA, and then say your SATA ports. It's easy. Makes fucking sense to me, man. Makes fucking sense to me. Oh yeah, another SATA plug. Let's say SATA plug right there in the middle. Hold on, where's that? right here. See it? It's a SATA plug. It was hidden. I didn't see that shit. You put the shit back in its anti-static bag. I don't feel like a computer tech person. That sounds funny. I would have felt that way in the 90s doing this. People make a lot of money doing computer in the 90s doing these things. Like, we're just fixing computers. Because that computer then was extremely expensive, and people couldn't just fix it by. That industry made a lot of people rich, man. People that work for Geek Squad. I always wanted to work for Geek Squad, actually. But I really don't want to deal with that. 'Cause I went and did it myself as hobby time PC repair. See how cool that sounds? Hobby time PC repair. Like you said, man, if you go work on a table and shit, you on Social Security, you gotta do that during your hobby time, so they don't count that against you. I was like, man, I'm a business called Hobby Time PC repair. I don't know what you're talking about. I just do that in my hobby time. I ain't look out for them to give me money. That shit's funny. So that's how I came up with the name, actually. And hobby time PC repair. And then I thought, like, hey, I can actually say that. I just do it in my hobby time. You technically supposed to tax it in business, and you can't just like actually create commerce out of that shit without getting taxed, bitch. I was side money I made. I've spent the money and they taxed it when I bought something. Of course, why don't you just take that, man? I moved someone else's money and made it spend, and the other person, those people that all had when I was spending on spent it too. So I made fucking money work in a fucking incredible way. That was like $8,000. I gotta make $8,000 at a job to make more money than what I've done by myself. If that makes sense. I still got to pass that number actually. Off the subway shit, I was only 3,000, but I didn't make enough of that one. And then at one point, I'll reach past 8,000 I've ever made with working for someone else. If that makes sense. I was going doing something and taking people's money actually when they could have resolved it all themselves because I had the smarts to do it. I didn't even have the items to do it. Other than I went and bought a few USB things, burnt some CDs, and then like, okay, let me try to resolve these problems. And if I can't do it, I just get it back to them or just tell them how to solve it and don't take no money from them. And if I actually fix something and it's partially fixed, I ask for $5 or $10. Now, if they wanted me to actually look at it and do all this other shit or something, and sometimes I ask for like $5 just for my time if they didn't know it well. I only did that a few times because for some reason there was like a ground there. I don't really feel like thinking about why that ground was or what I remember it was. It was always worth it, man. You see how fair it was to these motherfuckers selling fucking software and fucking computer repair. It was cool. It was always cool to have money fucking all day fucking long. And take people and you get a random call to do it. I was actually just doing everything on my own time. Rent was paid. I had weed. I got Social Security every month, and then I just fucking what I do. I wish the chick I was with would have just stayed with me and been the woman I needed her to be, and she just never could do that. It was really fucking stupid, man. The only time she ever spent money on me when she had her fucking Social Security check for dad's death benefit shit. The one that got hit by a car and died. A psycho ain't it? She got hit by a car and died. Yo, what the fuck? Yo. We tripping about the same shit. Like fire breathing dragon and shit at Dollar General. Dollar bag. Ball of bag. I like doing vlogs for some reason. Even though I'm not really doing shit. I just be vlogging and shit for real. If I got a lot of followers for just my vlog, over time I think I would do a real YouTube channel. Meaning just I gotta really start editing videos and make some fucking shit cool. I'm really trying to undermine some of that shit or make something actually cool that I enjoy. Because if I can't enjoy it, what if I let someone else enjoy it, right? That's how I feel. So I still got all my Dimensionals videos on my computer, and my Dimensional got shut down. So I was thinking about starting another channel that's like the Dimensional channel, and then updating every so often. People get the old videos again, just slowly. Like, hey, here's one video. It's like a month, maybe like twice a month. just the people give the remnants of the Dimensionalist channel and whatever I was talking about there. And then from there, I try to construct everything out again, but even better and fucking edit the videos fucking perfect. But that would seem fucking stupid. You know, I just like doing it my own way, like YouTube originally was. This is it. This is YouTubing. You know, on the tube. Who the tube is? Some motherfucking dude. Nah, just a noob. For you, you. It's just crazy, right? You're gonna lose. Your brains will ooze like Ivan from Power Rangers. There's danger in the sector, crossing any vector in time space. Your rhyme's lame. Yeah, when you arrive late. So when I dive straight down into the water, the forces that make Porsches hide. And of course I'm high. And of course you died. I don't know, it's like back rap, right? I'm gonna play rapping right now. Rap shit. Dollar bag. Listen, Dollar General, I could already be working. How do what the fuck is going on? Does this mean that I'm gonna be making more money and shit? This is crazy. I'm just gonna be going to take Dollar General's money now, and then I'm just gonna leave there too. No, I'm kidding. I'm really trying to work for somewhere consistently. Maybe that I think that the work level at fucking Subway is just so I could do something else, man. I was telling you, I think that retail. If I even worked at Walmart, right, and that would be a good job to have, because those motherfuckers is all like they're fucking. To communicate directly all every single second with a customer is really fucking stressful. I know that sounds fucking funny, but some of the people are fucked up and it fucks everything up for some reason because I don't got actually a moment in real life to actually fucking just sit down and think for a second, right? And just I've always had like a minute to take a break from fucking some annoying ass fucking customer and do something different. I would fucking just it would be better if I could work there, but it don't ever fucking happen. But those people took so many goddamn breaks and not give a fuck about the job. They were just like doing whatever, whenever. And I did the same thing right before I fucking left. The manager did not like that shit. So I'm like, yeah, I fucking don't like that. But I had to do it. I had to do it one fucking time. I didn't really intentionally did it. I was on my break. I got, dude. Here's the thing about it. I was supposed to do 15 minutes time, but yo, if I work at this Dollar General, I might have a lot of fucking money by the time I get fucking paid, right? Because, dude, he's talking about 8 to 10 hours a shift, and I'm about to start working 8 hours, guys. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. And I think I can do it actually. A thing. I mean, we're gonna be stocking and shit, right? I'm learn all the fucking code and fucking do all this other shit, right? And I'm gonna fucking just be in that shit. I wonder if the chick is still there and the other fucking Asian chick still working there because if I get a fucking job there, it's fucking awesome. I'm starting to feel that I got hired there. I just don't want to be too sure that if it comes back. I actually got to call this guy. What time is it? I'm gonna call him in like an hour or two or some shit. Where days up. For I believe their shift's gonna change or some shit. No, fucking 4 or 5 or some shit. I'm about to listen to some music and shit again. Um, so I can get percentage of this car I'm gonna get right. As I'm buying a car, I'm buying a replica car or like kit car shit. Um, I'm already 15% of the way there, and I put all my money in this shit. Yeah, it's just gonna be fucking awesome. If not, I'll save up all the money directly, and if I don't make more money doing what investing some of the money I do through things in, I'll just sell whatever it is and have the money for it. And $20,000, or the one I want to get from a dude, right? He's selling it, and it's like all fucked up looking that they never got a chance to complete. And once I complete that shit, it's gonna be goddamn super fucking cool, man, and shit like that. And then I can put it on my fucking one of the websites I got. I got 4 websites and shit of the same name, but in 4 different ways. I got Northern Lights. It's just like purple as fuck. I'm growing shit. It's just fucking easy. Really high. Unique high too. Like unreasonably high. Like I'm really fucking high right now. I'm smoking just a little bit of it. That usually doesn't happen. So dollar bag and shit. And I don't know if I gave up on trying to make a lot of money on YouTube. I mean, yeah, one day I hope to make, rent money on YouTube. I don't really want a lot of money out of YouTube anymore. It's really hard to fucking do. If it just had this better consistency with getting paid, honestly, and more money, it would, and then it stayed there to where I can get the channel so long, where they have like some starting program for like the fucking, you got to get monetized people. It's the stupidest fucking thing ever. They changed the rules, man. That's all I gotta fucking say. So many people fuck it up for everybody else, man. And that's just a real fucking thing, you know. Everybody's a part of everything in life, you know, just like that. Sucks. I have a say in it. It's all I can fucking say. That's the fuck say I got. Fuck that say. My own say in it. Say don't even mean nothing at that fucking point. Have your fucking say, man. Fuck it. Okay, I don't care. Do whatever the fuck you want. Stop us from making money. Because some other see, a lot of people are just doing all this other shit with people's videos, and it fucked everything up, dude. It's fucking just so fucking insane how YouTube works now. I mean, hey, I may get fucking 10,000 people that want to fucking watch me all day fucking long, like completely obsessed with me, and then that's just all I need to fucking make. At 10,000 people, man, let me tell you, that would be a really far along fucking thing consistently. And I'll be able to manage it. Because then the first few times I fucking get money and do things, I would be really out doing something fucking constructive and cool every fucking second. Trust me. Don't forget to check out Grizz's channel and shit. Yeah. Well, I plan on I'm trying to bend like Ken Masters Street Fighter. You know what Ken Masters Street Fighter is? Should be like him. I don't understand what you're saying, but I understand how to do shit in life, you know? So your equations and your mathematical, I mean, if you're down to spend $500,000 on a piece of hardware to make it run and buy what you need to make that operate, I mean, it's up to you to make sure you're not just getting something for $200 or $300 and then getting five or six of them and they actually don't make no money but negative money. It might be mining you something and you're not making no money out of it because you got to mine that for fucking all of it for that time in like a year to get some small portion out of it. It ain't even never worth it. Does that make sense? But you would get barely something that's like not ever worth it to even do. An app would give you 50 cent quicker. You know, just play gives you just 50 cent just for an app. You get like 30 cent a day or 10 cent if you play the fucking app for 3 or 4 hours. It's not worth it watching all them fucking ads. You get it faster doing that than mining something with something you spend an incredible amount of money on. That's what you're referring to. You know what I mean? There's a difference there. It's in buying something real and knowing it operates and works that way. If not, I can sell the fucking items. You know, I got a lot of fucking items coming in the mail still. I still got my fucking mining frame. I already got 3 fucking graphics cards. That's fucking like already anywhere from $3 to $4 a day. You didn't know that. Let's say 80, 160, 150, three. About at $3, $250 to $3 a day on my mining graphics cards. Once I get the shit plugged in, I got risers to cores, relay switches. I got to buy some more SATA cables. I got 2 backup computers and shit. other necessary needs. I got fucking another power supply up there. I got a power supply over there. If not more than a power supply, I got a back power supply on a gaming computer, an old gaming computer. And I put a I ran two graphics cards off that power supply. As long as that plugs into a honeycomb connector on this eight slotted PCI X16 motherboard, um, PCI Express shit, peripheral code interface, nerd shit. You know what I mean? And I don't feel like a nerd. I think that I only wanted to feel like a nerd from like being in the 80s and 90s. I know that sounds funny because I hate to tell you this, the nerds created all this shit that we're on nowadays. I hate to tell you, there's just no way around it because they know it. I mean, I'm not as good as I say I am, but I am. I could do it and learn it and learn more about hacking and shit. But it's all about the key functions and triggering something to do something on the other end and what your goals are doing it. And I can operate all that in the computer in ethical, simple hacking. I'm not like breach a bank or some shit. No, I can't do that. That's fucking like incredibly hard to do, and so hard to do that they got shit that can fill all them holes where program codes go, and you will get caught. Like if you can somehow breach that 1.01 percentile of fucking possibility, I guess, yeah, you know what I mean. Um, but I'm about to go. Peace.